This man is known as Mr. Beast. Rumor has it he was born with the name Jimmy Donaldson. Hey, that's a good name. Mr. Beast, I mean Jimmy, is best known for his videos giving away a lot of money.
$10,000. The 20 grand, 40 grand. Here's your $100,000, 456 grand. Yeah!
He doesn't just hand out money through Venmo. He hands it out in cold, hard cash.
Here's your $100,000 in cash.
And what better way to hand out cash than in a briefcase, just like the movies.
Feeling like you need to go get more of those briefcases out.
So in this video, I'll be designing a custom money briefcase for Mr. Beast. By the way, is it just me or does Mr. Beast look like the turtle from Finding Nemo? Anyways, as the video progresses, I'll get closer to the final design, and at the very end, we'll see if I'm successful. Or fail. So here we are, the design brief. This is gonna be a money briefcase for Mr. Beast. 1, it's gotta be made out of metal. It has to be secure. 2, it needs to have some kind of a lock. 3, of course it needs to be transportable, so it's gonna need to have a handle. I definitely wanna make it really cool looking and match his branding aesthetic. And also, since I am a consumer electronics designer, I wanna add some type of an electronic in it. Stick around to see what I end up doing. I'm excited to get started. Let's move on to research. So I'm watching how much money will fit in a briefcase by GeekBeat. Revision 3, oh my gosh, how many of you guys remember that? That's some old school YouTube. He's using one of those black briefcases. I know Mr. Beast uses the silver ones.
The actual measurements I get on this real stack of used $100 bills.
Even with these dimensions, I could tell that it's too small just because some of those bills are overlapping each other. We want to have some nice stacks that align and also maybe give it a little bit of breathing room.
You can fit exactly $1 million.
But he was using $100 bills, and we know that Mr. Beast only used singles. It only fits about $10,000. Hey, we got a prankster. Dropping $1 million prank. 31 million views, damn.
Excuse me, sorry. Oh fuck. Crazy. Yo.
He's actually not using a regular briefcase. It actually just looks like one of those travel luggage bags. Can't use that, we gotta use a briefcase. Carrying $1 million in cash is easier than you think.
There are only 2 things that end up in a briefcase like this.
So it looks like they're using the same one that Mr. Beast uses. Let me see if I could actually go to Amazon. So this one actually looks really close. Yeah, so it does have those chrome edges to protect the corners. The handle actually looks a little bit different. Organizer thing that's located on the top lid. Mr. Beast version even has that in his. There's no reason to have that organizer. So that's gonna allow me to have some real estate to do anything I want in that top case. Finding this Amazon page is really helpful because it's telling me the outside dimensions as well as the interior. This is exactly what I'll need in order to build mine. Because in Mr. Beast video, it looks like it fits all of the stack of cash perfectly. The bottom of the briefcase looks to be a piano hinge rather than a double hinge on each end. It also has these little tiny feet at the bottom. The type of lock that they use here is more of those like rotating spinny locks.
Clear codes and stacks them.
And I really like how you just press that button, and since the latches are spring loaded, they just kind of flip up on their own.
What is this?
Research.
Beast Burger? What?
Mr. Beast also has a burger restaurant. It's called Beast Burger, and I would say it's definitely worth a try. While I was doing my research, I went ahead and put together this mood board. It's gonna help me keep my vision as I move forward to the next phases. That's enough research to help me get started. Let's move on to the next phase, sketching. This sketch exploration phase actually went so much easier than the last video where I designed those Yeezy shoes. If you haven't seen that yet, oh my gosh, I struggled so much with that.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
If you're into shoes, if you're into soft goods, or you want to see the industrial design process, definitely check that video out. The link should be down in the description. Designing this briefcase is just so much more in my wheelhouse, and I'm super excited to jump into the next phase, which is building this thing in SolidWorks. Let's go! time for some 3D modeling commentary. Made sure I dimensioned everything, bordered everything out, gave myself enough space. Lofted the two profiles together with surfaces, just added some fillets to make sure it was nice and round on the edges. Started building the base bottom using the exact same method as I did for the top case. Then it was time to build the side walls, that's the profile. Building the rear walls separately than the sides just because it was going to be flat in comparison to the side walls which have that indent. At this point it was looking pretty good, so I decided to mirror it to see the full form together. For the top shape I ended up making it a B shape to represent Beast. I was pretty happy with how the overall shape turned out, so I started to add in some of the smaller details with the feet, the hinge, the handle, how the handle connects to the briefcase itself, splitting the top panel here to be its own separate piece. It'll be like a metal inlay, building the details of the lock mechanism, deciding to go with the same lock mechanism you see on traditional briefcases because if it ain't broke, why fix it? At this point, it was time to start building out the interior, cutting out the cavity to where the cash can sit inside. Built out the cash block with the money strap. I'll end up duplicating it during the next phase of rendering. Make sure to hit that like button, by the way, if you haven't already. Since Mrbeast presents the briefcases open showing off the money, it was a good idea to place his logo where the organizer would be on the top shelf. When the money is being presented, his logo will also be presented at the same time. I could have spent a couple more hours fine-tuning everything, but honestly guys, I'd spent so much time to get it to this point, and I'm so ready to start rendering this bad boy up. Alright guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that video, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I'll be making more videos like these. Also, if you want to check out all of the renders, all the finished shots, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. Link should be down in the description. Let me know down in the comments if there's any other thing you would like me to design for the next video. Alright guys, my name is Jimmy and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Mr.